Alright me babbers, my name's Tommyan and welcome to a brand new video where today I'll be doing something a little bit different. As you can probably tell by the title of the video, the thumbnail and what is on the screen right now, I'll be counting down my top 10 favourite Pokemon. I've been wanting to do a top 10 Pokemon list for a while, so I decided to make one. Do my top 10 favourite as the beginning one because that would make sense, and hopefully do one of these once a week, coming out every Monday around 9ish, that is GMT. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we have Riolu. Now, as you can probably tell by the background, I like the Lucario evolution line, and Riolu being the first of the evolutions, I decided it should be first on the list. However, the main reason for this is because during while I was playing Pokemon Heart Gold, which might be my favourite Pokemon game ever, I got a Riolu in an egg, and obviously when it hatches from an egg it is level 1, and the first time I looked at this Pokemon I was like, wow, this is a really good Pokemon, I like the look of this. So I did some research into it and I found out what it evolved into, and I was like, yo, I have to get this. So then I trained this Riolu from a level 1 all the way up to Lucario, and honestly it's been one of the best times ever during Pokemon playing with this Pokemon. But it's only at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have Mewtwo. Now, this is probably quite a generic choice, but Mewtwo is arguably the most powerful legendary Pokemon, and I'm sure most Pokemon fans do like this Pokemon and want it on their team, which is why it's on my list, is because the first time I ever got this was during my Pokemon Heart Gold, and it was one of the best, strongest Pokemon I have ever played with. Honestly, it has great defense, great attack, and it is just a fantastic Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure that everyone loves this. So yeah, that's why it's at number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have Heatran. Now, Heatran was introduced in Generation 4, which I played Pokemon Diamond, and Heatran is not one of those legendaries that you just think, oh, I need to get myself that. I personally wasn't like that at all, but it's on my list for one reason and one reason only, and that is because my brother also played through Generation 4, he played Pokemon Platinum, and when he tried to get this, he could not get it, and I did. So I had a Heatran and he didn't, and that's just what made it so good, because he just couldn't get one, and I used to wind him up all the time. So that is why I've grown a soft spot for this Pokemon. You know, it's just really good, and that's why it's at number 8. Number 7, we have Typhlosion. Now, this is, Cyndaquil is a starter Pokemon for Gold and Silver, and me, playing through Heart Gold, I chose Cyndaquil. And before then, I never actually kept a starter Pokemon on my team, because I've always found stronger Pokemon, which I know is pretty sad, but anyway, Typhlosion was the first starter Pokemon I actually kept on my team, because it is one of the strongest Pokemon that I have ever kept. Oh, I like the look of it, I like the name of it, it's really strong, it's one of my strongest Pokemon on my Heart Gold team, and I have Mewtwo on that, so that is saying something. And yeah, I just love this Pokemon, it's one of my favourite starter Pokemon. Coming in at number 6, we have another starter Pokemon, and that is Blaziken. This is my favourite starter Pokemon, and that is pretty much solely because of its Mega Evolution. I think it's the coolest design of any Mega Evolution. You know, I love it with the contrast between black, red and orange, the flames coming out of him. I just think is one of the best things. Decided to do a Mega Evolution list for a different video. So Blaziken is on this just because I love the typing, firefighting. That is such a strong combination, and I love its look, I love its concept, like a chicken, like they've made a powerful chicken, which I think everyone just wants really. So yeah, that is why it's at number 6. At number 5, we have Roserade. Now, it seems like a pretty random choice, because it's not really a Pokemon that's on any other people's list, but it's on my list because during my playthrough of Pokemon Diamond, I got a Roserade to level 100. Now, there's no reason why. I didn't like this Pokemon at the time above any others. I just had it, and I evolved it to leveled it up, to level 100. And it is one of the best Pokemon with the grass poison typing, poison being one of my favourite typings out of all of them, and a grass type which is one of those generic typings, but with the poison it just made it so powerful. And the moveset it had ghost types, poison types, grass types. It was a really strong Pokemon. I could take on pretty much anything. So yeah, I love this Pokemon, and that is why it's at number 5. Number 4, we have the Pokemon Azumarill. Again, this does seem like a bit of a random choice, and it's for the same reason as Roserade. Because during my Pokemon Diamond playthrough, I had one, and I leveled it up to level 100. Again, for no really specific reason. But this Pokemon is the bulkiest Pokemon that I've ever played with. Honestly, I don't think an Azumarill I've ever had has ever fainted. And I say an Azumarill I've ever had is because I don't just have it on Pokemon Diamond. Ever since then, I've tried to get it on every single Pokemon game that I've owned. And it's kept on my team for every Pokemon game. Every single one I've owned, there's always an Azumarill on my team, just because it's so fat, really. It can take hits constantly. And it is just amazing. When you level it up to level 100, it's pretty much unbeatable. So yeah, I do really like this Pokemon. Number 3, we have Dialga. Now, this is main Pokemon Diamond, as I have said, I've played through. And this Pokemon, not only is it maybe one of my favourite looking Pokemons, it's just amazing to look at, but also its stats are just so good, and pretty much the only reason it's on here is because of one move, and that is Roar of Time, its signature move. Now back then I didn't know anything about signature moves or anything really about Pokemon, but Roar of Time was one of the best moves that I've ever seen. Literally, I used it and it would kill everything. Anything on the field, it would just kill it. And I used to play with this Pokemon all the time, and it was my first legendary I ever got. And I was really proud of it, and I used to use it all the time. And yeah, that is why it's at number 3. At number 2, we have Rampardos. Now, this is getting into a theme here. This is the same reason for Azumarill and Roserade, in that I had it during my Pokemon Diamond playthrough, and I had one, I evolved it to level 100, and honestly, this was my strongest Pokemon I think I've ever had on a team. It would literally, this is Pokemon Diamond Generation 4, and it would take out the whole Elite Four and Cynthia, and that's saying something, because Cynthia is arguably the best champion in any generation, and this Pokemon would take out every single one of its Pokemon, including its Garchomp, Spiritomb, everything. It would just kill it in one shot. So that is why Rampardos is at number 2. Now, number 1 spot, perhaps unsurprisingly, goes to Lucario. You probably could have guessed it from the background. Lucario is my absolute favourite Pokemon. As I've said previously, I got Riolu from an egg at level 1, and I leveled up to Lucario, so all the way to level 100 in a space of 3 weeks. I literally grinded because I really wanted to get Lucario to level 100 because I knew it would be undefeatable. I took out the whole Gen 2 Elite 4 champion just with this Pokemon, and it is the strongest Pokemon. I don't think anyone could take out this Lucario. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. This has been my top 10 favourite Pokemon. Make sure to like it and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.